All right, we're live. Putting back the boot box fucking movie that Radio sent me. Oh fuck it. All right, here we go. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so I think I mentioned in the last stream that I alphabetized some of this shit. Like basically the first four and basically five. Yeah, five basically are alpha from A to what is it? A to E. All right, so there's a hell of a long way to go, but basically I'm gonna pick out a film to put on right now. But I want to mention that it is Ullman's 60th birthday, so that's why I titled the stream as such. So he was actually over here, and I actually got to wish him happy birthday officially on his birthday, and I'll be seeing him tomorrow as well. So happy birthday, old man. Now it's time to pick out a film to put on during the stream because I have some like cool shit that I'm going to show regarding this fucking comic that I've been working on. I'm 6 pages deep of a 6 out of fucking 12 page thing, right? And I've just been, Kayla knows, like I've been working on this shit like as often as I can, and I'm going to show some of that in a minute. But first, I want to pick something out to watch. I need something that's just like a good, nothing too crazy. Because I think I mentioned in the last stream how I fucking did shrooms and then put on The Shining, and even Kayla was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" But I kind of want to watch The Shining. There it is. Holy fuck! It was meant to be. Okay, so obviously, no fucking around here. We got The Shining. Ullman loves this movie too, so it's a good tribute. I'm still Radioactive is in the house. What's going on, homie? Happy birthday, old man. Yeah. Fucking right, dude. I'm glad you fucking made it. I know it's late, but I appreciate you fucking stopping by, man. Shove this fucking disc in there. Let's get to The Shining. What's going on with this fucking thing? Ay. Is it supposed to go that? What the fuck is going? Something's going on. It's not like sitting in the disc tray. That's weird. I've never had this happen. No way. What's wrong with this thing? Oh. Dude, I'm going to be fucking cheesed. There's no reason why it shouldn't be fucking working. See, it's going in. There we go. Okay, I think it was just because the fucking thing was being a piece of shit. I'll watch The Shining with you. Nice! Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, hold on. Turn this down before fucking Warner Brothers sues me. It takes all my fucking money. I'm gonna tell you right now, okay, so famously I showed the half pound that my dad gave me, which is legal, so I don't feel like I'm like burdening him out or anything like that. But I made a few batches of edibles with that weed, and haven't really smoked much of it. But me and Kayla, we've been fucking smoking it, and oh my god, it is strong as piss. And so I'm sitting here with my dad, and I was like, man, I'm baked. Like I need to like, this is fucking crazy. So I start like showing him my drawings that I've done so far this year, because I was like, man, I never felt so baked so quick. I was like, was this weed laced with fucking something crazy? How should we line this up, Radio? Which do you have this disc? Or this version, I should say. Or I guess we can just press play. Here, I'll press play. What just happened? Okay, hold on. I'm going to let the Warner Brothers Pictures thing play. Okay, it just went black. Okay, the Warner Brothers thing just went black. No, I got it queued. Okay. So it just went black. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna text you because it'll be more real time. Okay. Oh, I didn't see what you sent me yet. Some fucking looks like something crazy. Clip by. I'll look at that later. Whatever that is, it looks out of control. Okay. Okay, hold on a minute. I texted you, yo. I'll wait for you to respond, and then we'll hit play at the fucking proper time. Seen just now. Go. Even if it's like off by like fucking a second or like whatever, 5 seconds, it's not like the end of the world. The only upside you're gonna have is you're probably gonna have more volume than me. I gotta give it some volume though, or else I'll go insane. So we are now currently watching The Shining on my dad's birthday. So I want to first of all talk about this 187 deal because so far I think I can tell you, submitted so far. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I think I got one more today. So there's 16 submitted. And there's still more on the way. So we'll see what happens. And like, there's going to be a lot of fucking, a lot of comic goodness. A lot of hours went into 187 number 5. Let me tell you. So far, like I'm 6 pages deep. This is like the 6th page. I've shown the rest of it, I think, except for maybe page 5, but I might show that later. But this is when the color gets introduced. So I talked about in the last stream how I was going to kind of take that panel out of Ronin where he's getting stabbed through the back. I know it's been like it's done to death or whatever, but I really like it. But Ralph is like in a panic basically, and like the way I tried to like pull this off like visually is like have like the bottle of liquor like shaking and his feet are like moving around, like it's like to make it look like there's a scuffle, and then you got like the knife going through the back there, and I'm gonna fucking do a little bit more with that. And this page doesn't have too much more left for me to do on it, but I'm liking the way it's coming out. I mean, I'll look at it, and I showed this to you, Radio, a while ago about how and you're like, oh, there's not much whiteout or something. You don't understand how much whiteout's on this bitch now. There's so much whiteout on here that like I borderline like can't, like what I have is like has to stay unless I like fucking take a piece of paper, fresh paper, and like tape it or like glue it over it or something. I don't really want to fucking go through that hassle. But there it is. All those like bricks all have like a million fucking dots. So there's that. I'm working on that. I worked on it this morning for like maybe an hour. You did a dope job. I actually have to do a paste in. Yeah, I might have to do that too, man. Because I don't know. I'm gonna try my best to not have to do that because that seems like it could be fucking tricky dicky. Doing those like that type of shit. I've seen it done, but like it's in such a small spot. It's like something that only I'm gonna fucking be obsessive about. But I did get to show old man all those pages, everything I've done this year so far. And okay, so the guy's in my room in here, and I'm showing him the pages, right? And then afterwards, I put the binder, which has all my 2024 shit, put it back on the shelf, and we're just sitting here talking, standing here talking, and then he like fucking puts his beer right down on top of page 6, like right fucking down on it, and I was like, motherfucker! I wasn't like fuck you, but I was like, whoa, careful there, bud. And he's like, what do I do? And like, this is like right in the middle of me, like being really fucking stoned for a minute there, like off that weed. This is the weed right here in question. Like, you would not know to look at this weed and like realize how much it fucked me, man. Like, again, this is what the edibles are made out of. I'm trying to find like a choice looking rug. There's like it's definitely outdoor, but it's like manicured well. It smells decent. It kind of has like a, I'm trying to describe it. I don't know. It has a very earthy smell. Hence, that's why the edibles are so fucking earthy. VZ Madness is in the house. What's going on, dude? Thanks for your Patreon supportage and your super chats. Yeah, it's definitely been like the thing about like doing this comic right now is like all these fucking dots. And at the beginning, I was like, yeah, this is like, this is all right. And now I'm just like, holy fuck. I feel like I'm a dot machine. Like the only thing that could make it more faster and efficient is like using one of those like tattoo machines. But with that, I don't think I could do. I wouldn't be able. I don't think it'd be too hard to get like a, uniform spread. You know what I mean? Like those like tattoo machines, they're good if you're, doing like not just trying to do like a whole fucking, I think you know what I'm saying. Super chance, lol. Yeah. Oh, this part right here, radio. So right now, VZ, we got The Shining on. Like if you got The Shining, you want to toss it. We just started it. Like we're literally how far into it? Let me see. We're 6 minutes into it. If you want to throw it on and we can laugh about it. Like, but this guy, have you ever read The Shining? First of all, The Shining is out of control. The book. Do you like the stippling, or have you ever thought of going with heavy blacks? I went with heavy blacks with this one. That's for fucking sure. Like that whole area is just black. Like ideally, I was gonna use a 10 micron 10 on there, but then I was like, no, I want to like be able to show like that, they're outside. They're not inside this crypt or whatever. One thing that I'm gonna like, the thing I wish I had it done, like I knew I was gonna add red, but I wish I had it done it before I fucking blacked it out, because I would have liked to have the white go around the perimeter of it in a way, but I think it kind of looks better this way. Like it's more like natural. I just hope that when I scan it, it shows up decently, because like it is there, but it is over top of I used a jelly roll, a white fucking jelly roll. Where is it? It's right here. This fucking thing. These things are trash, man. Absolute bullshit. I need to get some better way of putting white over black. But like the thing is, like this, I was using this as well. This fucking like dollar store whiteout. Where if you get like anything, like if you fucking touch, like if you put the whiteout on, if you like breathe on it, it's gonna like make it black. So. Gonna crack the old neck. A classic. I need to read the book. It's good. Fucking Jack Nicholson's out of control. No, I never read the book. Stippling is really good for contrast, but man, does it take so long. And yeah, not a fan of the jelly rolls. White paint works good. A little tube of white gouache goes a long way. I have oh, there's one of them. So my cousin gave me this and a black one as well. It's the Molotov. Like this is a spray paint brand, but they made these really good pens. But this thing, like the nibs, like that, you can fuck them up, man. And I probably should have used this. And like this is like, I think this one's oil. Yeah, these Sharpie oil ones, I find them just to be dog shit. These right here, like I like acrylic paint markers, like the Molotov is acrylic. This is acrylic too, but this is so fucking transparent. You have to do like 90 layers. I'm not exaggerating. this thing, I don't know if you ever use one of these. It's like one of those blenders. But I know how to clean it, so I fucking put it in a sharpener thinking it was gonna like sharpen it and clean it, but no, it fucked it. I don't know. I do not know. There's this stamp fucking thing right here. I bought this stamp. It's not like of that. It just says Videohomicide on it, but I need to start using that on the packages. Yeah, I personally fucking can't stand. I have a vendetta against these. I bought black paper and did a fucking drawing with this before, but I shit you not, I had to do like 5 fucking layers. I don't know where that drawing is at the moment, but it was definitely a good one. It was a fun one. It's just fucking time consuming. But yeah, like the stippling, it's a lot of fucking around. And it's like good at the beginning, but like after a fucking while, like, dude, it gets like a little psychotic, you know? Because like think of how many fucking dots there is. There's like 1,000 dots, like in a fucking square inch or something. Maybe not 1,000, but there's definitely a few. I'm gonna fucking sit back and get cozy. Go like this. I got my mouse. Oh yeah, that's better. Fucking it's crazy because there's like Disney characters on that door. I never really noticed that, but there's like the Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs on his door, like Danny's door. What's going on, recliner? We're just watching The Shining. If you want to join in and put it on, we're currently we're 11 minutes in. He's on the phone talking to fucking Wendy. Like the thing is, like, he is an asshole in this film. Like, even when she's like, "Do you think you got the job, hun?" And he's like, "Right," because he doesn't want to be like, "Yeah, I got the job, baby." He's such a cocksucker. Like, and I love when she's talking to the doctor, and she's like, "Yeah, he fucking broke the kid's arm, and he stopped. He said, no, I'm never drinking again." And he hasn't had a drink in like 3 months or something, like ridiculously short amount of time. And then when they're in the fucking hotel later, and he goes, Allman says to him, like, "Yeah, you'd have to bring your own booze to throw a party." And he fucking Nicholson goes, "We don't drink." He's such a cunt to everybody in this movie. Oh, man. Fuck. That blood is crazy. Very crazy. Shining is definitely one of those fucking like, it's very bright and it's it's a horror film, but it's lit very well. You know, like, it's like the kid's room seemed like there's a little bit of shit hanging around, but for the most part it's very just like bright and hospital like. Yeah, Nicholson he's prime. Even when they're on the way up to the hotel, and he goes talking about the Donner Party or whatever, and he goes, "Oh, Mom, don't worry, I learned all about it on TV." And fucking Jack goes, "See, it's all right. He saw it on the television." And you can tell he's like white knuckling the fucking the steering wheel. He's like ready to like beat the shit out of Wendy. Like, she blinks wrong. Oh my god. It like the way, like, how annoyed he gets. I seen that cool little painting, yeah, like with the 3 heads or whatever. Uh, but it's crazy, like, how annoyed he is. And Bugs Bunny's on Danny's shirt there, so we got Warner Brothers and we got Disney. And there's Goofy hanging on the wall over there like a marionette. I don't know, man. I think that kid is like there's nothing really like there's no other like child performance like him, because like he plays this kid that has like an imaginary friend. Like, it's very crazy. Like, he seems scared all the time. You know, and if you've read the book, like, it is fucking crazy. Like, there's a scene uh where it's like describing. I always reference this when I'm talking about this book, where he sees like Tony or whatever, like he's waiting for his dad to come home from work, and he's sitting on the curb out front of the house, and he like looks down the street, and he can see like Tony like standing that, like completely fucking creepy shit, man. And I've said before, like books are so much more psychologically horrifying than movies, in my opinion, because like a movie feeds it to you, the book, like you're giving it to yourself. You know what I mean? You're reading this fucking thing, and slow, and like when you're reading a horror book and like you stop for a minute and you're just like, holy fuck, that's when you're reading something good. Uh, yeah, even like everyone's terrific in this film. Like Wendy, I'm trying to remember what her name is, Shelley Duvall. Fuck man, she's so good in this movie. I know she went through like a lot of like emotional fucking trauma through it, like as far as like Kubrick just being a cunt, but that's a good point. Radio says that's a good point about books. I read one not too long ago that made me feel a bit sick. Yeah, you got to listen to Opie and Anthony talk about this movie. I think Patrice O'Neill is as well, and they're talking about like the super long cigarette and all this bullshit. Yeah, Anthony Cumia does a really good bit where he's talking about The Shining, and he's like, "I had to correct them," like all that shit. The Shining is one of those movies that I had on repeat, like for a while. Like back like before I was like when I lived at home and all that bullshit, and I wasn't like fucking doing much. I was watching The Shining, was watching movies on repeat. Her fucking her outfit is out of control though. You know what I like about like Kubrick is he fucking made all these different types of film, like different genres and stuff. But and like personally, my favorite is probably Clockwork Orange. I love that film. I know it has like a lot of fucking scenes in it that would have him fucking thrown under a. If he was alive right now, they'd be throwing him under a fucking bus, basically. And you know what's fucking? I have to mention something real fast while I'm thinking about it. Like, I think I finally have to get out of the cartoonist kayfabe fucking Facebook group, because they just keep people just keep bringing up fucking Dave Cho, and they're like, what, like they're if you're on the Facebook group, they have this thing like an ongoing gag where they're like, what's so great about blah 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 and this and that, what's so great about, and that's like always the gag, and it'll say something, and it's always like Dave Chode, and it's like, okay, what, I don't give a fuck, like it's literally become like people just voicing their opinions on stupid shit. Like I can't fucking deal with it, man. I can't deal with it. But anyways, rant over with that. Let's get back to the Shining here. For anyone tuning in right now, we're watching The Shining. If you want to join along, closing day just happened. We're 17 minutes into the film. But anyways, yeah, it is kind of olive oil. 10 fave Jack Nicholson movies. Fuck. I don't even know if I can name 10 honestly, but I'll say uh, The Shining, Cuckoo's Nest, The Departed, um, The Joker, or the Batman as the Joker. Chinatown, he's really good. Like he's been in a lot of stuff. Those are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head, though. Um, this shit blew my mind as a kid. The helicopter shot. Do you want to have a piece of trivia? The helicopter stuff, uh, that's in Blade Runner, is actually shot by fucking Stanley Kubrick, because what's his name? What the fuck's the director's name? I'm blanking right now. Ridley Scott. Uh, is it Ridley Scott? Yeah, so Ridley Scott did Blade Runner, and there's shots of like helicopter stuff that was shot by Kubrick. And I guess Kubrick, like he asked Kubrick for a helicopter shot, whatever the fuck, and he sent over like 10 hours of helicopter footage. Um, that came right from Ridley Scott too. So or fuck, is it Ridley Scott? I think it's Ridley Scott. I keep wanting to say, what's the dude that does Terminator, Aliens, all that? James Cameron. I don't. It's not him. Whatever. Anyways, John Goraz says, ever see Kumia's Woke Wayne AI John Wayne routine? It's classic. I think I've heard the John Wayne routine. One of my favorite characters that Kumia does is whenever he's talking to like dice. There's like a great compilation on there where he's doing dice. He does dice so good. So good. Like when he was like wearing the eye patch or whatever, and fucking Kumia's like, I'm a pirate. Like I'm not even gonna begin to try and do Kumia right now, but love Kumia. Love Compound Media. Watch it as often as I can. Um, he took down the Greg Shells video, which was like 2 hours. It was the video portion, like it's still on YouTube, but they took the video portion away, and it's kind of like, when I was younger, I like podcasts. I didn't give a fuck about podcasts for so long because I was like, I want to watch them. Well, I'm not, because I wasn't really a radio listener. I wasn't listening to radio shows like, but yeah, Greg Shells is down, so whatever. Wow, I started Blade Runner the other day. Look into that. See it but like I said, it's from Ridley Scott's fucking mouth, but could be a liar. The Colorado Lounge. See, he's like, it's fantastic, ain't it, hun? Yeah, sure is. He's like ready to fucking like belt her in the face. Oh my god. Fuck, man. Like the idea, like if there wasn't any like demonic shit, like doing that job would be sick. It'd be sick, man. Like if like me, Kayla went to and like and our dogs like went to a fucking hotel, like that would be so sick. Isn't that stairwell impossible in reality? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. More than likely. I have to assume some of this is like sets, but who knows? The games room. That's like when he does that fucking zoom in on Danny's face there, that is a very like Asian uh shot to do. Like they do that a lot where they do like the snap zoom onto the character's face. And I always forget about that shot, and it's always a pleasant surprise. Those little fucking kids are fucking trippy, man. I think it would have been more trippy to have them covered in blood more. I think there was a lot more blood in the book. Such a pervert, that Mr. Allman guy. Oh, here comes my favorite line. When Jack looks into the room, he goes, "Perfect for a child." That's like a fucking crazy ass apartment, man. It'd be so cool. Cozy. That's me and Kayla say that shit all the time. Yeah, no, the Shining is a masterpiece, and like we've only just begun really because nothing outrageous has happened yet, other than like a slew of amazing one-liners and shots and stuff. That maze thing, that was fucked, man. Like the hotel's beautiful. I think Retro or Die has been to that hotel. Like I think like those what's it called? The maze is all phony. Like those we just saw of the maze, I think is phony. But like this hotel like exists. I think maybe even in Colorado or somewhere in fucking California or some shit. I don't know. Like all that good firewood and stuff. Just keep that fucking fire roaring the whole time. You know, just bring like a stack of fucking stack of good fucking paper, bunch of good books, bunch of good movies and stuff, and bunch of microns. Because like technically, like the only what's the duty? Make sure that the boiler's fucking running and everything. All you got to do is just like he says, heat certain parts of the hotel, like, and that's your job. That's the hardest part of the job. You know, and a bunch of dope. I need like a huge supply of dope. I need this is what I'd need. I'd need like tons of food. Uh well, they have tons of food, but like I need tons of dope, tons of papes, tons of filters, tons of lighters, and I'd need like a bunch of weed plants that are like near ready to be picked. You know, that way I can fucking have a bunch of supply, just keep a bunch of clones going and shit. I've thought of this like many times. You know, and you have enough space that like if you get it like if you need like, you know, need like privacy or whatever, you need to go for like, you know. No, you're doomed unless you get so high the ghost can't twist your mind. No, because like I'd want to go if there was no ghosts. That's the difference. The only ghost that I would want to encounter is the fucking bartender Lloyd, but he's like rolling me a spliff. I'm like, fuck, I got no money, I got no dope. He's like, here you go, your money's no good here, Mister Paradis. Scatman Crothers. Scatman Crothers. He also appeared in Sanford and Son. That's where I knew him. I knew him from this film, but my dad always was like, "That's Scatman Crothers." Blah blah blah. Here comes the Scatman. All this shit. And I remember I found him season 1 of Sanford and Son, which was a show he always talked about, but it was never on, at least back then. And then I finally got to experience Sanford and Son, and we watched like all of it, but he was in it. But Jack Nicholson and Scatman, they were also in Cuckoo's Nest together because he played the one orderly that like Nicholson like kind of like talked his way into like letting these broads come in, and I don't know. Look at all that meat. You'd fucking have steak every night, man. Yep, then you got a sweet gig. Fuck yeah. That's no fun, bro. You need ghosts. I don't want any fucking ghosts. I don't want any spirits or any. I don't. At least no bad ones. Scatman's in some crazy '80s movie about rats in the sewers. Forget the title. Says John. I don't know. I don't know it. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in a few other things, but I can't really think of any of the titles off my hand. I know he's been in a lot of stuff. He's definitely like to me has one of the scariest moments in the film, like where he's laying there and he's like watching fucking TV or whatever, and all of a sudden, like he like experiences The Shining or whatever, and then you know his facial expression is hardcore, and he like doesn't blink. Yeah. Thanks everyone for stopping by, man. This is awesome. I'm glad you know, it's fun. I like doing it like this where we're watching a movie and like radio's watching too. So, you know, we're all good here. If anyone wants to watch it as well, we're 27 minutes into it. Danny's fucking about to get his first dose of The Shining through Dick Halloran here. Dick Halloran also appears in the It book. Yeah, that's creepy, man. All that fucking food though, eh? Like he says, like you could eat every night here and fucking never have the same thing twice. Like that's no bullshit. But you'd obviously want to eat all your favorite stuff first. Like let's say you were there for a year or whatever, and you had a year's supply of food. Like the first thing you'd be eating is like your favorite food, and then once you get low on your favorites, you'd be like, oh fuck, start rationing it out throughout the winter or whatever the year. This is like I'll say this to between us since there's only a few people in here. I'm gonna do a giveaway video coming up soon. I'm gonna give away a copy of number 4. So stay tuned for that. So if anyone wants to win a copy of Cinema 187 issue 4, stay tuned. like this movie to me, it's kind of like with Jaws. Like Jaws for me, it really starts when they get on the water. Like once you know once you see Quint like standing on the dock, like saying all of his like little one liners and stuff, like that's when the movie starts. And like this movie, it starts when they all fuck off. No, I think this movie for me starts when he meets Scatman and they have that interaction they just had. I think that's pretty good. Those peaches, fuck yeah. Big can of peaches. It's such a like like when you think about like this movie and why it stands the test of time, it's because everything looks so good and everyone's acting is like top notch. It's like there's no characters bringing down the film. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's so good. Fucking Danny. And like he's like talking to him like he's not talking to him like a kid, like he's a kid. He's talking to him like he's like himself is a kid. Like how long because he's genuinely curious and he's like, damn, like, you know, anyone that hasn't seen the Doctor Sleep film from a couple years ago, highly recommend checking that out. I actually had the book, found it at a thrift store, but I got rid of it, which I shouldn't. I regret doing now. So definitely don't do what I did because I would have loved to read that now. Yeah. Well, VZ wasn't a fan of Doctor Sleep. Dan, okay, okay. No, I really liked it. I liked the we won't go in deep into it, but like I did like it. I thought there were some good moments in there, and they did like actually I think I more than liked it. I think that was a pretty good one. Doctor Sleep. I would recommend it. This movie was this movie was meticulously made to be shown on the biggest screen possible. Modern films can't touch this. They can't, and they never will. VZ can't. It just didn't click with me. I understand that happens to me. That happens to with me with movies as well. Um, I don't know. I like that movie. I like the beginning when he was like with the prostitute and like it's almost like a guilty conscience type thing where he takes the money. The girl that plays Wendy was in a really fucking crazy movie called Starry Eyes from a few years ago, more than a few years ago now. But I actually discovered that film through Moods. He said it was really good, so I watched it. Like I watched a lot of movies based on Mood's opinion, and yeah, I definitely seen some bangers through him, but I also seen some like ones that I didn't really give a fuck about. You know, like there's even like popular like movies that like a lot of people really like that I'm not a big fan of. Like I don't like Chopping Mall. I think Chopping Mall is shit. Um, trying to think of some other ones. I don't know, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, I don't give a fuck about. There's a whole bunch. The kid dying in that movie was hard to get. That was a hardcore scene. Yeah, that kid gets fucking killed. But it was like I like that. I thought that was scary, like that like that's how you fucking do you know, the little baseball kid. Never watched Chopping Mall. Well, don't because it's not about like a serial killer. It's about like these fucking robots. And I remember watching that at the condo, and I was like, this movie's bullshit. I watched that, and I watched probably like I think Prom Night because Prom Night was another one that I didn't really give a fuck about, but I should probably check it out. Radio says, "Ha! I picked up Starry Eyes based on 22 shots. Still haven't watched it though. Proxy's a really good one I got from their rec. Yeah, Starry Eyes is good. It's really good. Moods was getting kind of introspective about his movie collecting habit recently. Introspective. I'm trying to think of if you're basing anything off that like newest pickup video, I haven't watched it yet. It's like 2.5 hours long. I haven't gotten a chance. Getting introspective about his movie collecting habit. Well, can you put that in different? I'm not trying to sound like a retard or whatever, but can you just put that in different words? Because we definitely collect differently, me and him. Yeah. Like I think like a lot of people really like, especially a guy like Moods. Like I know he's big on like buying everything, or like maybe like I think recently he said he got rid of a bunch of shit. I haven't really watched anything new. I haven't listened to a new episode of the podcast and like along like any of the newest season. Um, just because like I don't really like watching ones that I haven't seen the main event about. You know what I mean? I need to watch his recent. Yeah, it's a long one. Like he's got an accumulating. Yeah, I think he like so much. There's so much stuff. Like you don't have to get everything, man. I mean, like get everything. Do you definitely do what you got to do? I'm not. Who the fuck am I to say anything? But I mean, like, uh, I just think it's crazy to like buy stuff uh, that is shit that like people know is shit. But who like again like who am I to say? I'm just I don't buy like every cheesy fucking movie that came out in the '60s or and you know what I mean. Like I'm very selective, especially like now like like I'm getting married in a year and a half or whatever. Like so I need or 2 years technically I guess, and I can't really be like blowing money on like every fucking Arrow release and all these like new companies come out. Like the Warriors, I feel has been put out by like 10 different fucking companies lately. Like in the last year, Warriors came out multiple times, and so I still have the DVD of the fucking director's cut, which is the one that has like the fucking cartoon shit added or whatever. But shout out to my boy Cody. I went to public school with and high school with and all that shit. Got high with him a million times, but like we still send each other messages every once in a while if it's like related to the Warriors or Blood In Blood Out. And speaking of Blood In Blood Out, I want to do like a like some drawings based around that movie, like different scenes that I really like. I collect different from you for sure. How do you collect recliner? You only buy collect different from you for sure. I only buy what I like. Well, that's what I don't. I just buy what I like too. I don't buy random fucking dollar store bullshit, man. Shout out to Danny B. I know he loves his Dollar Tree shit. I'm really selective what I buy these days. Me too, man. Like I bought like those movies from Odyssey a couple weeks ago. I got I think it was The Undertaker, Dracula, and Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Those are all movies that I fuck with. I haven't seen The Undertaker, but it's Joe Spinell, and I'm like, I fuck with Joe Spinell big time. I have both cuts of the Warriors on Blu-ray. Yeah, I'd like to get the regular cut, but I actually saw that in the theater. The Warriors on 35. Me speaking of Cody, Cody, my buddy Mike, my little brother Nick, we went. We seen a lot of good stuff at the Highland, and they're still playing good stuff at the Highland. And Odyssey Records is still playing good stuff, and they're playing stuff at Imagine. They're playing stuff at the Palace. Like it's awesome, and at the shop. Like it's really cool. The only problem is they do shit on fucking middle of the week and they do shit Friday nights when I'm at work till 11. So I miss everything, which sucks dick. It pisses me. Like I am going to see Godfather 2 and I think it's March. And I'm going to on 420, which I think is a Saturday, is Dazed and Confused at the Palace, and I'm going to see that too. Same. There's so many films right now you could never watch them all, even if you could afford them. Yeah. And like they fucking do bullshit where like they it's a movie. They put out a movie you've never heard of, and it has like a killer fucking cover and all this shit. And then you watch it, and you're like, this is dog shit. They opened a Vinegar Syndrome shop in Toronto, which I'd like to at least check out. Like, thing is with Toronto is like you really got to have like I got to have like a good reason to go. Like me and Kayla will go like maybe like once a year or whatever. I don't think we went last year. But we like we'll go and like spend a night there and check out some shit. I'd like to check out that. We go to a lot of cool fucking like little bookstores and stuff. There's like a lot of cool record shops and shit. Read a lot of stuff. VZ says I would love to see Warriors on big screen. Yeah, highly recommended. First time I watched Warriors was on DVD. First time I watched it was on probably, I don't know. I seen it with my dad, that's for sure. But maybe it was DVD. My friend Marky from Long Island. I don't know if he's a comic book collector. We used to shoot the shit all the time on live streams, like off-air live streams, and or off-air hangouts when it was Google Hangouts. He sent me the Warriors on VHS, so I got that. I don't know if I think I've shown it in a video. I probably won't be able to find it right now. Yeah. Oh yes, I can. Show you guys something badass. Let me see here. Move fucking the bride. Fucking Beatrix Kiddo. This is crazy. This is right out of Ullman's collection. This is the War of the Worlds, right? War of the Worlds. But it says the Warriors. And it is War of the Worlds, so it's a fuck up. And my dad always used to be like, that's super rare. And like I know that it's like there's probably a whole lot of them that went out like that, but to me, it's rare. And I love it. Love that shit. Fuck. Spinell is great in the Sinatra film from like 1980, The First Deadly Sin. Small bit, but he shines in it. Damn. I never knew it. Very iconic shot in The Shining happening right now at the 41-minute mark with Danny discovering room 237. Yeah. That's a crazy fucking shot. This movie's starting to get crazy at this point. A lot of the boutique companies do that to make a good. A lot of boutique companies do that, make a good cover for a shit movie. Yeah, they do. I like to collect them fucked up movies right now. I'm big into J-horror. Right on. We're doing the issue 5 of Cinema 187 is based. The theme is Asian exploitation in horror films, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, the Vinegar Syndrome shop should be cool. It seems like they do have deals and use stuff. Yeah. I like to go there with a stack of fucking Filthy Ralphs and just leave them on the counter. When I went to Odyssey that a couple weeks ago, I left a stack of Filthy Ralphs on the counter. My father showed me the Warriors on DVD. Right on. The Warriors is such a good fucking flick, but here's a thing for you. Warriors or The Shining. You can't. It's hard to do. The only thing you can compare Warriors to is like The Outsiders. Because it's a gang film where it's like there's like a narrator and all that shit. Is there a narrator through the whole film of The Outsiders? I don't think so. I'm gonna just lie my ass off. There's Jack writing his fucking great novel. No, that staircase works if that's the one you were talking about earlier. Look at it. There's Wendy dressed as fucking Popeye's wife. I think everybody's collection is unique to them. It is. And that was the other thing I wanted to touch on. Like there's a lot of motherfuckers on not just on YouTube but in life in general that are buying shit, collecting stuff based off someone else's fucking tastes. Do you know what I mean? And just getting everything, or not everything, but just like, you know, like people. I hate to fucking use this as an example, but like these people that are sort of new to collecting and stuff like that, like that are basing everything off of like, you know, what you're gonna buy the 100 fucking best films off of IMDb. Those aren't the 100 best films. Those are just fucking bunch of like. There's probably good films on there. There guarantee is, but you know, once you discover what you like if you like, let's say you watch a movie like Enter the Dragon. Do you know what I mean? And you really fucking like it, and you're like, this is awesome. It's like crime. It's like fucking kick ass and all that stuff. Then you discover like the films of fucking Kenji Fukusaku and you know, guys like Takashi Miike, which is like way fucking ramped up, right? But actually, you know what's crazy? I just thought about this. Fukusaku and Miike, they both did a movie called Graveyards of Honor, which is really good. I did a video on that. You can check that shit out. I should actually rewatch those one of these nights. I love words because of the memories I have for it. Yeah, that is hard. I have a lot of grade school memories with the Warriors, but The Shining showed me what movies could be. Yeah, The Shining is fucking king for me. I do like to pick your brain and find good movies sometimes. Well, fuck, ask away, man. There's nothing but fucking Thursday. They're outside running around in the snow. Fuck, I can hear my dog. See if he wants to come in here. What's wrong? He's fucking snoring up a storm, but I thought I heard him whining. Have you seen Tommy at the Dead Recliner? Tommy. Or Tomei. Classic shot of Nicholson, Kubrick stare, as they call it. Clockwork Orange does it. Full Metal Jacket does it. Look at the firewood, man. Like, we're talking like logs. And there's probably so much fucking supplied. Like, yeah, there's a lot of fucking like, that's kind of the fun thing about doing this shit, because like you discover other stuff, you know. Like I the only Argento film that I ever seen for like a long time was probably Inferno. I watched when I was a kid, but I didn't know like it was Argento. And same with like City of the Living Dead and The Beyond. I didn't know that it was like Lucio Fulci. Like, I had to discover that. I had to like learn, like see other stuff, you know. Like, I knew Fulci did Zombie, and I knew Fulci did City of the Living Dead, but that was it. That was all we had for a long time. Uh, and I famously told the story about how the day me and my dad watched Zombie, the Anchor Bay's VHS, and then he had like this fucking other one that was like kind of like chewed up, not chewed up, but like the front cover was all fucked up, so he kind of like customized it. I'll find it and I'll show you guys one day. But it said Zombie 2, so we're like, oh fuck, there's a Zombie 2. Put it in. No, it's Zombie 1. And we're like, why the fuck would they do that? And that was like one of my first real experiences of them fucking around with the names of films. Actually, the film that probably I experienced with that first was that Harry Potter bullshit. Like, when Harry Potter first came out, it was like, the fuck was it called? The Philosopher's Stone, but it's also the Sorcerer's Stone. So like, what the fuck is it? Crazy. It's J horror. I like it, but it's more like a personal choice. I don't know if you're more into the guinea pig stuff. I've discovered a lot of movies because of YouTube. It says VZ. Recliner. Guinea pig stuff is so good. The first one I watched was Deep Red. I learned a lot about that stuff online as a preteen, but it took a long time to get around to them. Yeah, Deep Red is fucking awesome. Personally, I think that the 1970s is my favorite fucking era of every kind of film, not just like horror, but everything. We're about to get an iconic shot, turns the corner, boom, there they are. Damn, that's such a crazy shot of like Danny in the foreground and the girls in the background, like you know. The Cinephiles, which was a great fucking show on YouTube. It aired like public domain in New York back in the early 2000s, but uh, they covered everything from like the Kubrick films to um, shit that was coming out at the day, like 2008 and all that bullshit. But they did so many good films, and one of the opening of the Kubrick special, because there was like 4 episodes, they had one of the characters or one of the guys, Jeff, like they put his face on Danny's thing, like with the bikes and stuff. Like, I wish those guys. I actually am friends with Michael Foltz and Eric Cohen and Jeff Galashaw on Facebook. I've never really. I've only like had very small talk with those guys. And Edwin, who was like the host of it, I don't. I haven't been able to find him on any social media, but I'd like to. I'd like to like talk to him because he knows a lot about like the kind of stuff we do. Like he did. He was a big part of those 42nd Street Forever DVDs, which were I don't own yet, but 964 Pinocchio is good. Have you seen that, Radio? I haven't seen that, but saw they had it on Tubi. From what I understand, it's pretty wild, like a Tetsu low budget style. Definitely watch, Radio. Definitely watch it. Here we are at the 51-minute mark of The Shining, where we got Wendy watching some fucking cheeser show. Uh, Danny's like, what the fuck's he got? Mom, can I go get my truck? Or some shit. And that's when he gets basically fucking the first dose of his dad being a complete fucking lunatic off the rocker. Such a beautiful hotel too. Like, goddamn. You'd have to fucking probably dust a lot though. Dead Recliner, if you want to, like, I don't know if you want to, and this is an invite to anybody. If any of you guys want to make any art or articles for 187 number 5, you know, like Dead Recliner, you seem to be in J horror right now, so if you want to write an article, because the like I said, 5th issue is Asian exploitation and horror, you can definitely get down, and I'll send you a copy for free. All the contributors get a copy for free. No ads though. We're not doing ads unless you want to fucking add some cash to it. Articles free. I don't want any ads in the fucking thing. Fuck. Imagine being that scared of your dad. Fuck. Word. I'll check it out. Excellent. Fuck. I was so high there for a little while, man. It was crazy. Fuck. That weed is just bonkers. If you like tried to sell me that, like I'd be like no. But you can't base a high off of Bud's color. Rubber's Lover is out of print. It's part 2 of 964 Pinocchio. Probably find it online somewhere for free. That's like another thing that pisses me off, like out shit going out of print and stuff. Like, especially books. Like you can't like I don't know. Like I went on Jim Rugg's website to check out because I wanted to get that BW zine and the fucking 86 zine and True Crime Funnies, but True Crime Funnies is the only one available. So, and it's 10 American, so probably it's going to be like what, after shipping and all that, probably like $30 Canadian. And it's like, fuck, it'll be signed, but like $30 for one issue of a comic. Like, I want to support the guy. Like, I like the show. I watch kayfabe every day pretty much. But kayfabe is such a fucking like again, I mentioned the Facebook group, man. Like, it's just so fucking annoying, and it saddens me to like I go through this like every week where like one fucking topic will just like the Dave Cho thing, like Dave Cho's fucked, like why would you want to read him, blah, all, or why would you want to look at this shit? Why does his opinion matter? Blah blah blah. It's like, if you don't want to fucking watch him or whatever, then just leave it at that. Like, don't make the Facebook group into like a like a bashing fucking thing, and like everyone thinks that they fucking know everything, you know? It's like, if John Romita Jr. is your favorite fucking artist, then go fuck yourself. No offense to JR or Liefeld and all those fucking people, and it's like, whatever. Fucking 40 posts of that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. If you find Rubber's Lover out in the wild, pick it up. I'm still looking for it. If I ever find it, Radio, I'll sell it to you for 6 times the cost on eBay. Whatever it last sold for on eBay, times that by 6. It's hardcore. Very hardcore. It's fucking wild, man. Like, the fact that I don't have to go to work for 3 days is just like blowing my mind right now. 3 day fucking weekend. Like, I need to work on I like I said, page 6 is nearly done. I need to get uh page 7 at least like like at least decently into page 7 by the end of the weekend. I'll be happy with that. So, god damn it, man. This making a comic is, and I mentioned this before, but like with Radio making that comic in issue 5, or what was it, issue 3, like that many pages is just so much work. Like, god damn. Yes, Jack Nicholson is scary as fuck as a parent. I like it here. I like how like there's like that print of that carpet. Like, you can get like a hat, like a winter hat made out of that pattern, or you can buy like a rug with that pattern. That would be cool to own. Like, you just, my living room is very like fucking 1970s. So uh, yeah, that ball is fucked. That is scary. Like, wouldn't you be like, what the fuck? If that ever happened to me, I'd be like, what the fuck, man? No, it ain't your mom. It's fucking the devil. It's The Shining. I can't draw. If I could, I would help. That's fine. I just like to throw the offer out there because I want people to be a part of it if they so choose. 237. It'd be cool to have like a keychain like that. Actually, you know what? I think I had at one point I had a Bates Motel keychain, but it ended up breaking. But that was on my keychain for like at least a couple of years. I had that Bates Motel keychain, and I had a beer bottle opener on it that opened probably 1,000 beers. Even though I'm not a big fucking beer drinker, but I was always with people. We were always drinking Brava. That was the beer of the fucking summer of '08. Holy fuck. 2008 was almost 20 years ago. How fucked is that?
Yeah, I think people make custom hotel keychains. I would love to be a part. I don't know what I would do. If you want to, you could write an article about like your favorite J horror. It's got to be Asian themed. That's the only thing. Like if you want to talk about either your favorite one or like movies you're after, or things like, or you know, not like don't like make it into like fucking, hey, I'm after all these movies. Send them to me. You know what I mean? Make it like do like a talk about like what you like about them or whatever what you've learned. That bear skin thing that she just ran across, like it's like the bear carpet on the floor. That size of a bear pelt would cost you like thousands of fucking dollars. Because like, me and Kayla shop at this place called the Bear's Den. It's like a native uh, shop where you can buy different types of uh, skulls and beating materials, knives. Like my everyday carry knife I got from there. It's right here. Beautiful fucking stiletto switchblade. I bought my dad one. It's different. It's the same style, but uh, they have a big black. It's not a big. It's actually very small. It's probably like a 4 foot tall black bear pelt, and it's like $1,700. So to have like a giant fucking bear pelt like that, like in today's, like I'm thinking like 5 or 6 grand for that size. Like you can't just buy like a little piece of bear fucking fur. They like to sell them as pelts. You could just write an article going over J horror. You could call it J Extreme on the dead recliner. Yeah, that'd be sick. You definitely could. Oh yeah, Danny's all fucking like roughed up from that crazy old lady. That crazy old lady thing is still one of the only scenes that makes me like go like, oh, I'll work on something. Just get it to me by March 1st. If you need a couple extra days, that's fine. If you need help editing it or like, editing it or anything like that, you can hit me up, man, and I'll give you a hand. The fucking dad fucking grabbed him. Like you can only imagine what happened to him in that fucking room, man. Like, oh, okay, I'll work on some. I saw this little taxidermy bird selling for like $400. Yeah, because the shit is not easy to make. There's so much fucking fur and shit out in my fucking living room and like in my girl's office and stuff. Fucking fox faces and rabbit skin and all or fur and all that bullshit. That right there, where he's denying like hitting him, that's like the first glimpse of Jack Nicholson, like where he's sort of like like because he didn't do it, and I think he's very like confused right here. Here we go. Fuck. Nicholson's unhinged. Do you know what else I'd like to get my hands on? This is totally random, but like the Bill Sankovich and Frank Miller Elektra uh, comic books that they did together. I seen the hardcover. I think it was at Heroes like years ago, but it's like fucking $180 or some bullshit or like something ridiculous. Like no, thank you, man. I'd like to own it, but I'm not gonna get my fucking pants pulled down in the fucking process. You do taxidermy, Ricky? No, I don't do taxidermy, but I do have some animal skins in the house. Animal furs and stuff, I should say, and different bones and skulls and stuff. Like my my wife is a Reiki practitioner. She's doing shamanic training right now as well, so she's very very in tune with that type of stuff. And she's definitely made our living room and her office very fucking cool. Those would be awesome to own. Look at Jack, just needs a drink. What a crazy fucking turn of events. A little slow. Look at all the liquor. Everything from Tanqueray to fucking Remy Martin. $2.20s and $2.10s, so $60. Like, you'd probably fucking die of the amount of liquor they'd give you with that back then. Like, what's $60 in today's dollars? Let's see. Okay, let's do a little Jack Nicholson alcohol math. So the inflation is about $224. Okay, I'm looking up how much is a double bourbon cost now at bar. It's gonna depend, but I would probably, okay, so right here I'm seeing $8. So let's say 8 divided by 224. 8 divided by 224. Oh shit. Oh fuck, you know what I'm gonna do? 224 divided by 8. So that's basically like 28 drinks. Okay. Well, let's say it's 20 because you're going to be tipping. Probably the more the night goes on, you're going to be tipping like more and more because you're going to be just like, fuck, another one. Nothing I can't handle, Lloyd. The old sperm bank. Nothing I can't handle, though, Lloyd. Thanks. Yeah, but they only tipped it cheaper than another. They only tipped a quarter back then. Yeah, now they expect it. Like, the fuck, they want to tip with everything. You fucking buy a Slurpee at 7-Eleven and there's like tip option on the fucking debit machine. I wouldn't tip. The only time I ever tip is if it's fucking if I'm at a sit down restaurant or I get shit delivered here, which I ordered food for Kayla here today so she could have something for supper because it's Friday, like burrito bowl or whatever. Like if I do that, I tip, but I'm not gonna tip a guy for making me Subway when he's already making fucking money. They can kiss my ass. Sit down restaurant, different story. Do they have tips at the head shops there? Probably. I don't know. I haven't had, because of my dad, I haven't had to buy weed in like probably like 5-6 months. I haven't bought weed other than like the vape pen. I haven't bought bud, and I still got 6 ounces tucked away. And then here's one I'm working on right now. So I'm not gonna buy weed when I got that, especially when this weed fucking nearly put me in a goddamn coma earlier. I'd like to take some of my Filthy Ralph comics to some of the head shops around here and just be like, just hand these out. You know, they won't give a fuck. But it'd be cool to get Filthy Ralph in a head shop because, like, famously, like the underground comics of the 1960s, Robert Crumb, Gilbert Sheldon, Spain, all those guys, S. Clay Wilson, they were selling comics out of head shops, which I think is awesome. You know, probably the coolest part, like, well, it's not cool to be in prison, but I have a friend serving time right now in Montreal, and he has Filthy Ralph in the prison, which I think is awesome. Like the thought of Filthy Ralph being in a prison just tickles me for some reason. Like, I don't go into the legal head shops either, but they definitely wouldn't have. But like out on the res, no, I wouldn't tip them. They can tip me. Definitely going to need help editing. No problem, man. I'll help you. Crack the old neck. Fuck, man. I think I need a toke. Where this thing was already starting to clog, and it's not. It's like fucking. Look how much is in there. It's a gram and gram 0.2, and it's already starting to clog. Okay, it's not right now, but my dad took a huge fucking rip of this before he left. He was fucked. He got a ride home with my mom. He wasn't driving, but yeah, he was fucked. I have a picture of Chris Rock with that sick fucking poster of the Afro chick. Drop a like, guys. Oh, here we go. Here comes the fucking scene. I put it in a high school sketchbook. I have to watch this scene for a second because this is the scariest fucking shit of my childhood. Be cool to do a painting of this. Did I ever do a Shining thing? Oh, yeah, that's definitely something I'm gonna do. Filthy Ralph like interacting with that chick, but like Filthy Ralph's into it. He's like, "Yeah, oh, you're an older broad, are you? Fuck, you look young. You looked younger for a second. You know what I mean? Like, Filthy Ralph, man. I've like a good start on issue 3 and 4, like, and then I took on this project, or not project, but like this passion project of making this comic, and it's like, no, like when you're flipping through the pages you've already done, and like you're like 3, like more than 3, holy fuck, more than 4, holy fuck, more than 5, like this is the most pages I've ever done in a single comic. It's a lot. Oh yeah, the comics are an effort. Oh yeah, there she is. But they're worth it because it's like it's so rewarding to read it and look at. Like, I remember like I drew up all the fucking like layouts like sitting at work one night, and I was just like, oh fuck, this would be cool. And then like after I got like the first page done, I was like, okay, I'm committed. I was already committed, but I was like, all right, this is insane. And now like sitting at page 6, like holy fuck, you know, because making a comic book is definitely it's a commitment, that's for sure. I've started many and haven't, like I said, Filthy Ralph 3 and 4, I started both of them, and that, like, once I'm done this comic, I feel like I'd have to redo those other ones, because like the first little bit of each issue is going to be a certain type of art style, and now it's definitely going to be different. And I would definitely have to redo certain panels because like there's some backgrounds and stuff that I know I could make look way cooler. I might have told this already or said this on before, but I actually gave a copy of Filthy Ralph to a couple truck drivers as well, and they really fucking like it. The one guy gave him to his son. Well, I gave them to him, and then he came back with them, but he had them rolled up. And he's like, "Here, man." He's like, "These are awesome." He's like, "My kid loved them." I'm like, "Well, fucking keep them." I was like, "I gave those to you, man." He's like, "Oh, right on." And like every time I see him, he's like, "Do you got any new ones?" And I'm like, "I do, but I gotta fucking get a copy to you." Basically, I always forget to like put one in my bag or something. Should probably stick a few in there. I know I have some in the car, but I don't have any of that newest Filthy Ralph in the car. The other day we were going to the thrift store, and Kayla was like putting something in the glove box, and that's where those issues are. And she's like, "Fuck, should we bring one of these in here and put it like near the Bible, or put a price tag on it?" I was like, "Oh my god, that would be so fucking funny." It'd be funny to like put like a price tag on it, and then someone actually buy it. Some guy like finds it, he's like, "What the fuck is this?" Yeah, that's terrifying. This old lady. She's like covered in like mold or something. Like it's so fucked. I feel like if like that water would be way more fucking grody if she was like rotting in it for that long. And is that supposed to be like Grady's wife? Who is she supposed to be? Fucked. How would you rationalize that? I wouldn't be able. I'd just be like, no, this is totally fucked. Look at his cool little spot, eh? He's got like his little area with his booze, like his little bar area. Such a different time. Just FYI, we are currently at 1 hour 16 minutes into The Shining. If anyone wants to join in. Rationalize as a 5-year-old or Jack Nicholson? Well, I think it's equally fucked, but like Danny, I think it's more like he's experienced crazy shit before, like with Tony and all that. So like with Nicholson, like yeah, sure, he's like aggravated and stuff, and he had the dream where he killed his family. But like right here, he's very like he's at his calmest right here, like when he's talking to Wendy and like says he thinks that maybe he did it to himself or whatever. Because he doesn't want to be like, yeah, oh fuck, I just seen like this crazy fucking old woman that I was trying to have sex with, and then she tried to fucking like, she was like going, like just doing that at me. You know what I mean? What would you do? What would you say? I wouldn't say shit. I'd be like, all right, we'll stay out of that room. That's what we'll do. Look, I'd just go lock myself in the kitchen area, bring like a TV down there, all my fucking drawing supplies, and just fucking, that's it. Bed, mattress, and a fucking pillow and a blankie wank. No. Here's what I'd want to actually be in that big room where he's writing the book, because there's big windows and it would like you wouldn't go nuts if you were sitting in the fucking kitchen. You'd go nuts. Go take a long cold shower on the far side of the hotel. Yeah, you should definitely read the book at least once in your life. Because what he ends up like, he discovers like all these I don't really want to say much, but he finds a lot of cool shit, well, cool shit that's not talked about in this movie, like in the basement. Red rum. Do you know what's fucking crazy? I just thought of like, this is a very high thought, but like, if it wasn't for the internet, there's no way this would be happening right now. I'd be watching The Shining by myself. There'd be no 187. Who the fuck? Oh yeah, look at him. He's going nuts. Shoveling driveways and working at a car wash. It's like, there's like luxury employment. Like nowadays, like you'd be lucky to get a job like that. Well, anyone can shovel, but like working at a car wash like wouldn't be too bad. If it was like the movie The Car Wash with fucking all those fucking sort of like 70s comedians and stuff. There's actually a remake of that movie with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. It's actually really good. I've only read one of King's novels. I was really into short stories, and from now on to Lovecraft. Someone here got killed in a car wash like the Mangler. Holy fuck. I've read It, The Shining, and some stories in Dance Macabre, and then some shit in Night Shift, I think. Look at the places. You can tell there's like a good party there. Dance Macabre is cool. My uncle showed me that book back, like Uncle Mike, and he's like, yeah, he talks about EC Comics in this, and I was like, what? Because I was like back when I was like really fucking into all that old shit. I still love that stuff, and like I have like the comic book stash is like right here, and I found the camera or the tripod thing that I use for filming drawing. That like, because I tried filming stuff with that camera behind me over here, pain in the ass. So I found like the top view thing. I'm gonna be able to bring it here, film some drawing, film some cool comic book collection videos and stuff, and I'm looking forward to that. The only problem is I got to film them on my phone, and that requires filming it in like 4K, and the fucking files are so goddamn big. I could put it in regular HD, but if I can, I will shoot it in 4K. It's just it's a thing. It's a space thing. Oh, I think that guy that says good evening to him. That's the guy that goes great party. I think that's that guy. You know what I could use right now is a fucking Q-tip. I gotta tip my Q. You're not supposed to put those in your ears, they say, but I don't know. Good Q-tipping feels fucking damn near sexual. What's he put on the table for him there? Like some peanuts or something? What is that? I can't see because I got the info thing on it. It looks like it's peanuts or something, yeah. Fuck, I wish I had a fucking little fucking bowl of peanuts right now. Yeah, the Q-tip is an assess. I think I have to grab one, man. I know that I don't want to like leave the movie because it's like one of my favorite parts, but I gotta do it. Holy fuck.
Fuck yeah, okay. I'm gonna do this like in here. I hope you guys don't mind. But I like to be comfortable when I tip my cue. He's got his double bourbon. He's like doing his little dance. There he is. I don't know that actor's name, but he's the father from Clockwork Orange. He's Alex's dad. He's great in this movie. I don't know that actor's name. Don't worry, I plan on changing my jacket. I always like that, how he wipes it on his back. Little prick. That was good. It wasn't as like I feel like oh fuck man, this is completely fucked, but like I had a zit in my ear like for like 2 weeks, and like I could barely put a headphone in my ear. And then the other day I like bared the pain, and I like fucking went like that to try to like squeeze it, and it fucking popped, and it was just completely, it was more fucked up than The Shining. Oh yeah, it was bad, dude. Get a fucking zit on the ear, or one of those ones that's like a fucking uh I don't know, like a boil almost. Have you ever had a fucking boil before? It is like when you finally fucking pop it, it's like it's fucked. The bathroom the bathroom is awesome. That's I've know what I've never I've you know what maybe one time I don't think I've I kind of have like this memory of being in a bathroom where there was a bathroom attendant, but that would be fucking weird. You're like standing there taking a fucking, or like you're standing there for 8 hours. Like there's guys coming in and out taking shits and stuff, and then you talk to them and like wipe them and stuff, and like fucking give them a spray of cologne and be like, "Would you like some cologne, sir? You smell your shit is very stinky. Would you like some cologne, sir?" You know, they got like condoms. Like, you want a beer? Do you want a condom? Fucking greasy guy in the bathroom offers you a condom after he just fucking like sprays some fucking shit on your neck. I went in one once and I just quickly walked past the guy. Yeah, because it's fucked. I can't. Is that stuff still on his back, or is that a fucking? Where the fuck is the avocado? That's what he's drinking, right? Vodka or bourbon, and he says bourbon avocado. I don't fucking know. I always loved this scene though. I had to correct them. Wow. This movie's fucking scary shit. I thought I just had The Shining beside me, but it was just Michael Myers. Michael Myers. This is the 18-inch McFarlane toys, I think. Let me see. Yeah, McFarlane toys. This one's from the year 2000. And before you say, hey, that's bullshit because you don't have the arm, I have the arm and the knife right fucking here. It's just it popped out and I got to glue it back in. But like, this is what it looks like. And it has a thing on it. Yeah, probably doesn't play anymore, but yeah. There was like if you put batteries in it and you press the button, if you walk past this, it like makes the the music and stuff. I want to put this on display, to be honest with you, because it's sick. This and my Predator and my Caesar are the only action figures I have left. I had at one point like 50, like in box, but I sold them all. A cook, a blank cook.
I love how I don't want to say it because it's racist as fuck. Oh, good old fucking racism. A cook. This is fucked. What kind of fucking like sick fucking twisted oh my god. I just thought of something fucked. I just realized it's 222. It's good luck. Well, that clock says 222. That one says 220. Or 222 and then 220. Fuck, Nicholson's fucked. A very naughty boy. Like, look at how Nicholson's lit. Like, his face is lit. And then look at how fucking Grady is lit. You see what I mean? Like, the lighting is so drastically different. Oh, I guess it's because the light from the, like right there. There's a really cool photo of Stanley Kubrick with I believe his daughter or maybe wife, where it's from that exact set where Nicholson's leaned up against the thing and Nicholson's like posing for the photo, like smiling with his arms crossed, but he's out of focus, and what's in focus is Kubrick and the girl standing there. Really cool photo. I think that's his daughter because I think she's the one that made the documentary that you can watch. It's on this disc, but it's also probably on YouTube, I want to assume. If you weren't around for the last stream, I'd mentioned that, and maybe I mentioned it tonight, but I tried to watch this on shrooms, like probably like within the last month. Don't do that. I was drawing page 3 of the comic, and it was just I meant like fuck. That seems like not even long ago, but like now I'm already on page 6. Like fuck. Wendy's trying to like rationalize like what she's gonna do with her fucking ridiculously long cigarette ash. Fucking Wendy. Like she's so scared. Oh, here we go. Ram. He sounds like a bird for fuck's sakes. And I remember when I was a kid thinking like that little shit sounds like a bird. Ram. And like picture like me as like 5 years old, 4 years old, whatever, 3 years old, maybe, even who the fuck knows, watching this, and then my dad being like, red rum. And I remember first I asked him, like, what's red rum? And he's like, it's murder. And I was like, what the fuck? It's murder. He's like, it means murder backwards. And I remember like thinking like murder backwards, like what the fuck? My dad was definitely not the ideal guy to be a kid around, especially when it came to him showing me the most scary fucking movies and fucked up movies. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but like some of the scariest movies he would just show me, and like I just had to like sit there and accept it, you know. Like that movie Boogeyman from like the 70s, which I got to rewatch, and it's been a long time, but it has like all this shit to do with mirrors, and that movie scared the fuck out of me. And like I remember watching it, and like this is how fucking sick it was. It was before I even knew how to like well, I mean, I knew how to like stop and turn off the VCR and like put the TV back on, but I was so fucking scared. Like my dad would put in a horrifying film and then go to like fall asleep on the couch. I'd look over and I'm like scared shitless, and he's sleeping, and I'm too scared to like get up and like get the remote from like where like close, like he's probably got the remote by him or whatever, right? And I'm like fucking shitting my pants. He's got The Shining on, and the fucking old lady's like Yeah, that movie's kind of strange. It would mess with you as a kid. Oh fuck yeah. We watched fucking what's it called? Uh Clockwork Orange like many times when I was a small kid. And I didn't know it was called Clockwork Orange. We just called it Bad Alex. Want to watch Bad Alex? Because I always thought it was like, I thought he was so cool. You know what I mean? Uh, Bad Alex. And then there was that one Treehouse of Horror where Bart was dressed as Clockwork Orange. You know, and of course, when you're a kid, you think you're like the only one that knows about certain things. So like, I remember being a small kid and like no one knew what Clockwork Orange was. And when I tried showing my friends Clockwork Orange when we were like teenagers or whatever, they all like were like, this is fucked, like this is fucked or whatever. And I was like, okay, well then I guess we can't be friends anymore. You know what I'm saying? Um, Sounds like your dad is a cool guy. He is a cool guy. He was here tonight, fucking smoking dope with me and my wife, and my mom was here. And he'll be back over tomorrow because we're having his birthday party here tomorrow. So that'll be sick. I was gonna start the live show like when he was still here, but then I was like, well, how am I gonna make like I got to get these guys out of here basically because I wanted to do the live show and like Kayla was like passed out on the couch. My mom's like, I could tell my mom was getting tired and shit. So even though she'll probably be up, she's probably up now for fuck's sakes watching some fucked up movie on Tubi. Fucking Dick Halloran's on the plane back to save the day, to attempt to save the day. The fucking plane looks so like 70s. Fuck that. If I was fucking Dick Halloran, I'd let little Danny get fucking eaten by the crazy old lady in room 237. This this is no shit, man. Him writing on the typewriter, I think, is some of like the coolest parts of this movie because like it keeps showing that and showing that and showing that, and then when we finally see what the fuck he's been writing, you need to have him do a live with you. I'd love that, man. We'll do it one day. We'll do it one day. It'd be better to do it over at his place. That way we can smoke inside and all that because he's a smoker, right? But I could like bring my cell phone and a tripod and set it up, and we could definitely do it. I think I can stream off my phone, so I'd like to be able to stream like a drawing session. And like I said, that phone's pretty good. I think I would have to like plug it in so there's a constant power source to it because I've tried to record with cell phones in the past and they'll either like overheat or they'll just fucking die. So you got to keep it plugged in. Fuck. They're completely unreliable assholes. Like it's like this movie like feels so real. And the reason why I say that is because like he just like gets to the fucking whatever Colorado and he like calls his buddy and like can you hook me up with this and like he could have been like fuck you no but no. See that's how you know I'm really stoned because I'm like thinking of the fucking whoa 666 you guys this is awesome. The fuck. I love how I always say like how high I am, and then I take a toke. You got to do it. Meep, meep. Look at that fucking chocolate milk. Is that what that is? Fuck. Why hasn't he got that in his gut? Motherfucking chocolate milk ain't safe around me, dude. I need to watch this more often. Yeah, dude, The Shining is like an experience. It's like a fucking... It's so good. Like, like if you think about it though, honestly, like you're there with your, like, let's say you're fucking go, like, let's say you're in his position, right? You got like, if me and Kayla went, me, Kayla, and the dogs went, always just take care of the hotel, sit around, fucking have sex, fucking smoke dope. You got a whole hotel. You can do it in every fucking bed. Fuck, that kid gets more and more fucking creepy looking throughout the film. Like, he's not like a creepy looking kid, but like knowing what he's been through, like you can tell he's like emotionally taxed. There's a Winnie the Pooh in the back over there, so they got everything. Since Winnie the Pooh and Mickey Mouse are fucking public domain characters now, so like we should do like a drawing where like Mickey and fucking Winnie the Pooh are doing like some Pulp Fiction shit or something. I've been wanting to rewatch Amityville. Nowhere near as good, but it has its own charm to me at least. I love Amityville Horror. The first one is phenomenal. Second one is phenomenal too, though. Oh, here comes the big reveal with the newspaper or the typewriter shit in a minute. But absolutely love Amityville Horror. I love when the fucking brother like loses the money for like the caterers or whatever. I always love that scene. But no, phenomenal film. James Brolin definitely does his thing in that movie. Even the remake to Amityville is good as fuck too. But Amityville 2, I think it's called Amityville 2 Possession. Great film. You know, Amityville Horror, The Exorcist, The Shining. You know, some of my favorite films. Obviously, you know, I love Fulci, Romero, Argento, Sergio Leone. Like, there's tons. Or excuse me, yeah, Sergio Leone. I got his name mixed up with not Bernard Herrmann. What the fuck's the name of the guy that does the music? Is Sergio Leone the director or is he the musician? I can't. Fuck. Damn. Ennio Morricone is the musician. Sorry, I got. Yeah. I saw the remake first. Yeah, that movie fucking definitely makes you go, damn. Yeah, I saw the remake first. The Omen is a hammer too. Fuck yeah. Did Morricone? Yeah. Yeah, he was a musician. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. How fucked is that? He's at this fucking his outlining of that new writing project is dog shit. It's just the same fucking sentence over and over. Holy fuck. The Amityville Horror from 2005 is good. I like it. I love that movie. I like how it explores this fucking bullshit with that guy in the basement, like the spy versus spy fucking looking guy. I could actually show you guys a haul right now in the middle of this, but this is like a good part of the movie. My dad always used to say that shit to me as a kid, and I had no idea what he was talking about. Because it's a fuck thing to say. I think that they made fun of it in The Simpsons for sure. Fuck it, I want to show this shit real fast. This is some random shit that I picked up. This is a comic book I'm gonna do this in a video as well, but I'll show you guys. This is a comic book called Morgan's Organs that I found for $1.79. It is like an adult comic, but it's autographed by the writer in the front there. It's definitely a digital, like a digital thing, like heavy digital or whatever, but I think it's really cool. It was $1.79 at a thrift store, and there's like a giant vagina monster at the end. Like, for $1.79. This is the cool shit, man. This is the Mad sticker album. And there's no stickers. It was $2, but it's got a bunch of like I think this is really badass. It says you will buy Mad magazine. You will buy Mad magazine. But there's a spy versus spy in here, and the back page is actually not folded, which is nice. But there's lots of cool. I think there's a Jack Davis in here as well. Shit, there's a spy versus spy. They actually had a book there that was all spy versus spy stuff. It was like it was like number 11, so it was an old thing or whatever. Like I'd like to have a big, and I know they've recently put out, maybe not recently, but they're putting out, or they have put out a spy versus spy collection, but it's expensive. And the thing that I was talking about was like $20. This right here is Mad Magazine issue 265 from '86, and it's got the Garbage Pail Kids on the cover. Now, there's no Garbage Pail Kids material inside of the book, but the back cover has some has like some fake cards on the back, and they range from George Slave Owner to Wacky Gaddafi, Dead Meese. You know, there are some cool. Fuck. Hold on. Right there, this artist right here called Don Edwin and Harry North almost has like a very underground style. Like there's like a big spread right here, video maladies or malads, whatever the fuck that word is. Shit. 1986. Fuck. You grab a comic book from 1972 and give that shit a big whiff. Fuck. But yeah, I got that based off the cover. I might start picking up Mads, just the covers that I like. You know, like I have the Clockwork Orange one and I have the Aliens one. This is like the fucking the stuff right here I want to show you. He showed me The Shining when I was 10. Oh, that's cool. I've seen some of the Mad Digest for a couple bucks. Not really the same as the full size issues. I know what you're talking about, those little ones, but you ever heard of this book called Sex to 60? It's from, I believe, it's from 1976. This is issue 82. And it's all, like, this is a beautiful painted cover. And, like, the old lady's got her tit on the scale, like, tipping the scale. The artist is Pierre Davis, but these are all, like, just, like, little, like, cartoons you would see, like, in a porno mag. You know what I mean? Like, just tons of them. So, I grabbed this one with the meat counter because I thought it was awesome. And then here's one where this is number 99. These voodoo fuckers, they're like playing with these voodoo dolls. Like this guy's playing with voodoo dolls, making them have sex, and then the girl's getting all crazy, wants to bang. Love that shit. Here's like some like natives like that just had a good old fashioned sex session in a teepee. And again, this is 49, so yeah. I'm gonna do an in-depth video talk, like showing these off. This is number 95 with like the cats. Yeah, this Pierre Davis is fucking a phenomenal painter. There were some more, but they were $5 a pop, and I was like, you know what, I'll just grab a few. And they actually charged me. My mom, my mom, my girl, my dad went when I picked those up, and my mom actually paid for those for me, which was dope. Put them down there for now. Thing about Mad Magazine is there's so fucking many, and like there's so much good stuff peppered throughout. Like that's a perfect example. The theme is Garbage Pail Kids, and there's nothing to do with Garbage Pail Kids in the inside. Where'd you find that shit, bro? I found him at fucking this flea market in a city, in like a small town nearby. Sex to 60 though, that's what the magazine's called. Fuck, I missed a good portion of The Shining here. Right now she's taking his ass into the fucking meat freezer, or into the food lockup. Oh, come on, Wendy, figure it out. Never heard of those in me. You find stuff like that at those antique barns or something. Sometimes used bookstores, at least here. Antique places sometimes rape you on. Oh yeah, there was a comic book there. I actually took a photo of it. Let's see if I can find it. It was a Fantastic Four comic, and it was like $600, and it's like, fuck off. Although I think it was like the first appearance of Galactus, so yeah, there it is right there. First appearance of the Silver Surfer in Galactus Fantastic Four 48, CGC 0.5 for $600. Fuck you and your CGC bullshit. That shit is the most annoying fucking bullshit ever. I fucking CGC all of those. The only thing worse than CGCing a comic are CGC collectors. I have this as a CGC 0.9. It's like, well, fuck you. You don't even know what that comic. You don't know what the inside of that comic looks like, pal. You've never sniffed those pages. The smell of a comic, like an old comic, is like almost half of it, half of the enjoyment for me, man. It's really good smell. This shot right here where Nicholson's like looking down and they're filming from below. In that documentary, it shows them like Kubrick is just like, it looks like he almost just on the fly, he's like, oh, lays on the ground with the thing. I've also seen some of those old pulp magazines with the oil painted covers, but they usually want like $7 a piece. Yeah. The only thing worse are those graded Back to the Future tapes. Oh my god. So fucking stupid. The only one that wins in that situation is the guy that's getting like 20 grand for a fucking movie that was sold in the millions. You know, it's graded. Getting a comic graded or a VHS tape graded doesn't add inches to your dick. You know what I mean? But some of these guys, they think it does, man. That's like the whole thing with that kayfabe fucking Facebook group. Like, you know, like you can a lot of those guys, you can tell that they just kind of like they don't get it. You know what I mean? I feel like some of them are too new. They haven't read enough shit. They're just getting stuff based off of like they're gonna buy Mouse and they're not gonna read it. They're gonna say that they did, and then they're gonna get Watchmen and they're gonna read it and not understand it and say that they do understand it, and that's just how it is. I'll be the first to. I read Watchmen probably when I was like 20 or something, and I thought it was good, but I thought that fucking Ronin was better. I thought everything Frank Miller's Sin City to me is probably the most enjoyable experience I've ever had reading anything. Period. I loved Sin City. I'm actually due to reread it. I've got every volume. I've got The Art of Sin City. I've got a signed fucking Sin City Frank Miller autograph. That was my two best fucking scores of all time. The Frank Miller autograph Sin City hardcover that's numbered. It's like, it's no bullshit. It's sick as fuck. That and The Killer on VHS. Those are my two best third fucking scores. The Killer sealed on fucking tape. Like, it's so good. I have a copy of The Killer that's unsealed on tape, but thing is with that is it's not dubbed. It's just subtitled, and like that's fine, but like with The Killer, like you kind of like, it's like with Akira. Like I think it's the first like audio, English audio, because they redid it, and I have a Blu-ray that has both versions, and it's on the VHS. But like that voice, those voices I like same with The Killer. You know what I mean? Like I want to hear, he looks determined without being ruthless. You know what I mean? He looks determined without being ruthless. Something heroic in this man. He has a sense of whatever, it doesn't look like a killer. It's like the guy that's sitting there doing the fucking like drawing that he's making. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to draw someone when the guy says he looks determined without being ruthless? Something heroic in him. Doesn't look like a killer. It's like, okay, so what color is his fucking hair? Graded DVDs is good. That's probably already happening. People are already like buying like fucking, they're getting all their favorite Marvel films in 4K, and they have a fucking bunch of statues and shit. It's like these motherfuckers that, I mean, to each his own, buy whatever you want or whatever, but like I don't understand when people buy stuff because other people say that you need to like see it or whatever, right? Like going back to Watchmen, like people are obsessed with that book. Maybe not so much anymore, but the people that I follow, are the types that like we're kind of like-minded, or like some guy like might really like, for instance, let's just say Sin City, and he talks about Sin City, like I can relate to that. But if a guy's just sitting there talking about, the latest Batman title that they claim sucks dick but can't stop buying, it's like fucking Jane Silent Bob when he's saying like, the internet's where people bitch about stuff, but they claim to hate it but can't stop talking about it. Like, this is a good scene, by the way, with Jack talking to Grady through the door. X-Men graded 10, $3,000. I really flipped through the stuff growing up, and I really only flipped through that stuff growing up in the comic shops. The stuff that really caught my eye was the weirder comics. Yeah, I love me some good stuff. I look at my collection now, and it is a reflection of me, definitely. It's nice to look at your library, and just be satisfied with everything you have on the show. Like everything you can be, oh fuck, I could read that at any time. Like I keep looking at Dark Victory and fucking Long Halloween, and I'm like, okay, it's getting about time to sit down and read those. I fucking read like so, like I remember I read Year One, Dark Knight Returns, and All-Star Batman and Robin, which was the Jim Lee Frank Miller thing, and that sucked. But I read all those in one weekend, like years ago, right? And then I remember Long Halloween, Dark Victory, fuck man, Haunted Night. I don't think was the best, but I had a pretty good time getting Japanese stuff for a second, but that kayfabe to the grave. Yeah, yeah. I remember you were buying a lot of that crazy shit. Radio, can you send me a photo, or can you send me that, like, on the cover of number 5, how there's like that girl in the school, like the schoolgirl fucking thing, and like her face is all crazy, and that guy's like biting her face. Can you send me that again? because I wanted to show Kayla that. Because we were like looking at it, and she was like, "Oh, can you name all those movies?" And I was like, "No, not at all." And she's like, "What's that from?" And I was like, I don't know, but I've seen the cover and it's sick." So hopefully they can pump some bedrock and mitigate the effects. Oh my god, I'm so stoned. Mitigate the kayfabe effect. I'd rather just fucking wait and let the kayfabe effect take. I'm not gonna sit there. You gotta sit there and watch them record all those videos for 8 hours. Like, they used to do that for free. They used to do those for free, and then realize they can make loot out of it, which is you can make money, but kind of fucked me over because I like putting those on my phone and listening to them in the background and shit. What a trip! How many times did he make that kid write red rum there? I've seen people get that tattooed on them, like in that font. It's cool. I would never get it personally, but it is cool. Murder. Your dad's coming to murder you with a fucking axe, kid. This is like the end of Sean, the ass end of Jaws, like where it gets really fucking intense and good. Fuck, man. Yeah, it's crazy to see Nicholson like in the, behind the scenes documentary where they're doing that, and he's like fucking like getting himself riled up before they start filming. Fuck. Wendy, I'm home. Man, this turned out to be a pretty fucking cool ass Friday night smoke sesh, man. Watching The Shining with you fucks. Yeah. She could fucking squeeze her skinny ass through that fucking window. Don't give me that bullshit. Like, could you imagine, like, what she must, like, when she's naked, she's probably just, like, a fucking slight breeze would just tip her over. You see the size of the fridge they got there? Holy fuck, man. Could fucking fit an entire grocery store in there. Come on, if you can get your head through there, you can get your fucking skinny little fucking... Come on. Yeah. I gotta do a Shining piece. I'd like to do the same thing I did with the Clockwork Orange. I'd like to do with The Shining because there's like different moments I would want to do. Get a bag of mush and fucking. Well, the thing was, I wish Kayla was here to vouch for me, but like we ate mushrooms together. She's doing her thing, I'm doing mine, and she's like, "What are you watching?" I'm in here drawing, like listening to the sounds of The Shining. Like, I'd like to eat mushrooms, put on a comedy or like fucking good tunes in the background, and then draw it because watching it is too fucked. Fuck, she's scared. Have you seen the house that Jack built? No, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I think we watched this once before, and I was getting sucked in then too. Yeah, because it's fucking good. This is like one of those movies where it's like hard to get shit done when you're watching it because you just want to watch the film. It's like the one night I remember I put, like, even recently, me and Kayla watched the third Lord of the Rings, but I put in Lord of the Rings one night thinking I was going to get a bunch of drawing done, and I ended up just watching Lord of the Rings. I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings. I think I read, I don't know if I completely read the whole thing, but uh some of the Lord of the, I read The Hobbit as like a graphic novel in public school. Um and I think I read the Hobbit novel as well. I'm pretty sure I did. But that and Lord of the Rings are definitely books that I enjoy. I think the thing that turned me off with Lord of the Rings was the fucking singing and all that bullshit. There's like a, and like they're just, I don't know. I ended up buying Moby Dick, like the actual, like, Herman Melville edition, and it's borderline like unreadable for me because it's like it's done in that Victorian talk. Fucking Danny. Imagine that your father's crazy and he's out to kill you, and there's a bunch of fucking ghosts chasing you around. Did he already get Dick? Mr. Halloran? No, I don't think, not yet. He's going to get him right now, I think. You think like once Dick Halloran got there, he'd like start channeling in, being like, Danny, I'm coming. When you see the fucking footprints of the freshly fucking made footprints of little Danny outside, this movie's so fucking cool, man. Like, it looks so good. I know I keep saying that, but like, goddamn. Fuck. Like, Jack Kirby famously did an adaptation of 2001: A Space Odyssey. It'd be cool to see what Jack Kirby would do with The Shining. Maybe not Jack Kirby. Maybe like maybe I'll do it. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. That's definitely my favorite as well. Fucking Battle of Helm's Deep. What was Gondor? Here we go. I'd like to see an Alex Toth shining. Or Toth, I mean. Are you talking about Alex Ross, you mean? Is it Alex Ross? Have you seen The Lord of the Rings extended? Of course, man. Boom. Axe right into the chest. Of course I've seen the extended editions, my friend. Love them. The extended editions made Boromir one of my favorite characters of the series, because like that scene where he, like, they have that battle and like he's like celebrating at the end and he's like, get the beer or whatever, get the ale, and he's like a savior. He's like a really well respected guy, and like you can see like how cool of a guy he was, trans like or contrasted against what the ring turned him into or like made him. Oh, this is where we see the fucking bear guy giving the fucking, or is the bear giving the guy a blowjob or reverse? I wonder what if I put subtitles on, what the fuck are they supposed to be saying there? How fucking weird is that? Like, what the fuck's up with that? What was he thinking? Yeah. We had it, like, it kind of warmed up really good here for a while, for a couple days. It's back to being cold as fuck. That's your ass, Jack. That's your ass, boy. It's kind of like the banjo dog from Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I gotta rewatch that. It's been too damn long. I gotta watch both of them. Well, there's actually like 3, technically 4, because there's that Nicole Kidman one. But yeah, I gotta rewatch all that shit. It's been a long time. Some of those I haven't seen since I was a really young kid. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I always remembered the fucking Donald Sutherland. I think Abel Ferrara did one. Here's where Danny gets crafty, where he fucking, like, Jack thinks he's got him. Fuck. Fucking subtitles trip me out from it. Yeah, I'm talking the Donald. So yeah, fuck, man. I haven't watched that probably since I don't even know how long. Look at all that fucking pop right there. I'd be filling up a glass of ice and pouring me a nice cold pop. There's a dead body. Did you put your collection in alphabetical order yet? No. Only the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 of them are. I got A to E in alphabetical order. Holy shit. Me and my dad, like, my dad used to, because, like, he was like, sure, he showed me all this crazy stuff, but he would, like, make fun of it in a way. And like, we would laugh like, about, like, different shit, like, see, like, they all experience their own insanity in that place. Wendy's experiencing hers now, like, first scene with the uh well, I guess you could maybe say the bruises on Danny's neck, but, like, how just now where she sees him, like, the bear thing and the fucking the dead, or not, the dead guy actually is dead, but seeing those skulls and all that shit, she's finally seeing some supernatural bullshit. Little Danny's smart, man. One thing I will say, recliner, is it's nice to look at the stuff. Like everything's mixed, you know. Like I look and I'm like, hey, what am I gonna watch? All right, am I gonna watch Alpha Dog, or am I gonna watch fucking, you know, American History X, or like everything's. I guess those are two kind of the same, but like August Underground is next to fucking Animal Factory, Absurd, Alice Sweet Alice, American Gangster with fucking Denzel. Love that film. If you guys don't listen to that Tony Hawk podcast, you should check it out because there's a good one with Josh Brolin. He's in what's it called? American Gangster. Yeah, it's been a minute for me too. I think regarding the body snatchers thing. Fuck. Jack Nicholson is ready to freeze to death. Fuck. I would not want to fucking like be out there in the cold. Like that's when like all the homeless fucking people out there, man. Like I do honestly hope they're all okay. Because it's cold as fuck. My collection is in alphabetical order. I love it. Easy to, yeah. I've always had myself in alphabetical. I've had all that shit in alphabetical order, but it was always the genres were separated. So like all the horror was together in alphabetical order, all the non-horror. The Asian films were completely separated, their own thing. All the exploitation was separate. Like blacks, I had a black exploitation section. This fucking maze was his demise. Fuck. Look at his little fucking haircut. Radio thinks they're getting the cold weather this week. Yeah, it's supposed to be cold tomorrow, for fuck's sakes. The other day it was like fucking 15 degrees, man. Which is like, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but we wanted to have a fire tomorrow night, but I mean we still could, but it's gonna be like way too cold. You ever seen the film Have you ever seen the film of unknown origin? I've never seen it, never heard of it. Fuck. Oh, she's gone. Doesn't he? Oh, I thought for some reason I thought there was a shot of him seeing them leave. Oh, I think it's a 70s flick. I have to check it out. Yeah, of unknown origin I've never heard of. There he is frozen. Fuck. And that was The Shining, man. Now we're zooming in to our fucking nice little photo. I have to retitle this video's title. Fuck yeah. Such a fucking weird fucking ending, though. I think that they like that photo like always surfaces on that day. When is it? New Year's Day or something? July 4th. I wonder if that's an old photo with him added in, or if it's an actual bunch of old fucking. It's a bunch of people made up for this because they all look like they're from that era. Whoa. Overlook Hotel, July 4th ball, 1921. Fuck. And that was that. That's The Shining. Directed by Stanley Kubrick. We did it. Great film. But I think I'm gonna call it, you guys, because it's now 3:00 in the morning. Radio, it's same time for you. I know that. Maybe for recliner as well. But regardless, I appreciate you guys for stopping by, watching the show, watching The Shining with you. Radio was a good time. And 666, I'm going to retitle this video. I'll put, you know what I mean? I'll put The Shining commentary in brackets. So, adios, you guys. 666 and 187 number 5 is going to be fucking dope.